Good morning, beautiful being. It's great to see you wimping out, but it's just borderline too breezy outside, and I don't like fighting with the wind for the microphone. So I'm going to be in here today, and that means rocks. Playing with no drawbacks, really. Now, this is one from my beautiful friend Jenny's collection. Look at this. The geologists in the room, or out of the room, will probably... There, we've had our bump. This is chalcotrichite. It's a variation of cuprite. It's from Red Bank Mines in Australia. And it's got green bits in it, which are malachite. And it's fabulous. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Sang-Marie. And good morning, lovely red flower in the dot, because Facebook hasn't told me who you are, but I can see you're on. It's lovely to see you. And there's tons of you over on that Facebook hasn't told me who you are. So welcome, all of you. So this is really cool. This is from a copper mine. And look, you know, the chalcotrichite must be this red stuff, which I don't know if you can really see, but it's actually a little bit sparkly. And then that's the... malachite is the green, which we're normally used to seeing in larger chunks. But it's just fabulous rock. It's you, Amy. Okay. It's your flower. Now I know. And look, it just doesn't stop being interesting. Good morning, Jen. Isn't that fabulous? And there's the, you know, the so-called less interesting back. But I love all the textures. See, there's some more malachite there. It's just a rock you can turn over and over and over. Oh, bits fall off, and I've got to handle it really carefully as I can, because it's a bit crumbly, and it's just beautiful. So I'm really enjoying sharing this with you, because it's just a bit too windy outside. All right, let me put that down with care. And this, you may recognise, this is one of mine, and this is citrine. Normal, ordinary, true citrine, not the sort that is amethyst that's either been artificially heated or gotten hot in the earth and that goes orange. This is a sort of a smoky citrine, and, you know, I believe this is more citrine. So here it is. Kathy, it is gorgeous to see you. Good morning. And so, yeah, we're doing rocks inside because it's too windy out. It's borderline. And I thought, the daffodils, the jonquils are flowering, but it's just too windy. So we get to enjoy this instead. And I love this because, you know, beautiful, long, perfect points. And then, you know, this one's broken. We have these things happen in life that aren't ideal. Look, you see, it's had a point growing alongside there. And probably that point got broken off. And it was probably in the process of self-healing. That's what crystals do, if they have the resources available. And yeah, this is the one that broke off. See, that's the stump. So just like us, they have a history, they have a life, nothing's perfect, and everything is fabulous exactly as it is. So good morning to everybody, whether I know who you are or not. It's beautiful to share with you. And I was thinking about, you know, Jacqueline, it's you, morning. I was thinking about our topic yesterday and this thing of letting go of the old life. And, you know, how do you do that if your old life is so much who you think you are and what you think you can do and how you know to be that it's almost impossible to imagine something else. And we were talking about this incremental process of thinking, well, if I want to feel like that, but I've got no idea what that is, or I want to do that, but I don't know how to do it, well, then you have to start somewhere and you have to find this sort of rough edge or blurry edge of your comfort zone and find a way to push or move or expand through what you're used to doing and being in a way that is a bit uncomfortable, but it's tolerable. You don't want to stretch and push yourself so far that you break and snap back and go, well, that didn't work and that really hurt and I don't want to get hurt again. So no, you know, we talked about that yesterday. You don't just jump off a cliff without a parachute. That is dumb. So you find ways to push the edges. And alongside that is this sort of, you know, parallel challenge, which I know what this is like, where You want to follow your dreams, except you don't really know what your dreams are. You can't really imagine how life is going to be. Or you can, but it's so much in la la land and so impossible that it's just like, I can't, this is too far away. It's impossible. I don't know how to get there. Oh, how exciting. No Wi-Fi. Well, it's kind of peaceful having no Wi-Fi. It doesn't bombard you because at a cellular level it has an impact. But at the same time, it's awkward. Mind you, I do everything wired except for this phone because it's just nicer electromagnetically. So, sympathies in both directions. To try to create yourself or to try to go somewhere new when you don't know, not only you don't know how to get there, but you really don't know where there is. And I was in that space of not having a clue for quite some time, really. Just, and what I now know from my own experience, this is lived, this isn't theory. What I know is that the desire that's in me for something more, for something different, and it's human, with very few exceptions. Some people really just don't desire anything, and that's okay, by the way. They're just very content with what they have. It's wonderful. If the world was like that, that'd be great. But most of us have a desire for something. We have a desire to expand. We have a desire to increase, to grow, whatever. May not have any idea what that looks like or how to do it, but we do have the desire. Laura, good morning, beautiful. And that desire, which is, come on, there must be something. There must be more than this, right? There must be more than just going through the drudgery of, not everybody does this, but, you get up in the morning, you get yourself organised, you get in the car or you get on the bus and you go to work and you do your working day and you have your lunch break and then you finish your day and you come back and you have dinner and you watch telly and then you go to bed and you do it all again. That sort of drudgery of, this is just normal. There must be something more than that. Charlotte, good morning. And it's that feeling inside of us which says, yeah, there's this stuff I put out in the world, but this is how I really feel. And there must be some way to close the gap between how I feel and how I really want to be. I haven't a clue, but this urge, this push, this desire, this drive, that in itself actually will lead you if you just pay attention to it. Because, of course, a lot of us get trained very early in life not to. Because, again, speaking from my own experience, and I'm not blaming anybody because everybody has their own programming and their own assumptions and, parents teach their kids what they know and they usually do a little bit better than whatever happened to them, but whatever happened to them may be pure crap. So, if your parents did pure crap to you, they probably had double pure crap. It's just, that's evolution and it's slow and painful unless you have tools to do it better. So, I grew up with this, and it's funny because my siblings, they're different. They don't have quite the same way of seeing the world. So I know it was how I created this. From my inputs, I created my outputs. And so I had this idea that life was about hard work, that you did hard work, you went through the stuff, you did it whether you liked it or not. You just did what people told you to do. I was a good girl. I was a high performer. I was. And I just did what I was told. Fortunately, I was talented and I was really in a pretty privileged situation with certain caveats. It's irrelevant. And so I got to do a lot of things that I actually enjoyed doing. But, I remember being at university and I would get up early on Monday and I would go to the practice rooms and I'd block out my 4-hour slots every day before anyone else got in. It's like, I'm going to do my 4 hours. It was just what I did. And I ground my way through my technical exercises that I just put in the time. And, of course, I was quite skilled. Yeah, I played the violin. Okay, it was another 50 million lifetimes ago. It's no longer me. But, I just worked hard. And I had talent, which, by the way, did not mean I succeeded in life. No! Because I had this idea that everything was hard work and you worked your ass off just getting little crumbs out of life. That was my paradigm. Still shedding things. Oh, yes. Isn't that interesting how we cling to our old selves? You know that, Linda. I do too, by the way. Oh, my goodness. How we cling to what's familiar. But your heart, your soul, your higher self, whatever words you want to use, is constantly pulling you and saying, hey, there has to be more than this. There has to be more than saying, I'm going to bust my ass today, I'm going to suffer, I'm going to do what I have to do, I'm going to be a good person, and basically when I die, then I'll go to heaven and I'll have a nice time. That was really my mentality. So, and actually, it's a long story. At age 21, I just went, screw that. Bugger that. Yeah, I want things to work down the track. Yeah, I'm going to take the long view. But actually, what's the fucking point if it doesn't work for me now as well? If I'm not going to have some small slice of life now, what the hell is the point? So even then, I was unconscious. I didn't know. There's so much stuff that, God, if I'd known what I know now. But, the information wasn't available. So getting to the point, this drive, this push, this impulse inside you will lead you to your truth. And it doesn't have to take you 33 years like it has me. Not now. You have absolutely no excuse now. The information is available. There is so much available for us to use to transform ourselves now. We have no excuse to say, that's how I've always been, that's who I am, and I can't change it. You have a drive and an impulse in your heart to be more, to have more, to feel more, to experience more, to feel more expanded and bigger, and to enjoy more love, and to enjoy more abundance, whatever it is you want. That impulse, that desire will drive you and it will lead you if you just stop for long enough to listen to it. This is the point I'm trying to make. But we get all programmed, right, with this is how life is, and this is what you have to do, and this is what you should do, and this is who you should be, and this is what you're expected to be, and all of that. And to step outside of that, which we talked about, before. Kristen, good morning! To step outside of that, you got to pay attention. You got to actually start thinking, really? Who, how, what, where do I want to be? God, I've got no idea. But there's this thing inside me that wants something, that desires something, that is drawn towards things, that I have ideas, I have impulses, I have thoughts, I have wild ideas that fall into my head. And what I've learned, head, heart, awareness, what I've learned is to pay attention to those things, not to go and be impulsive, not to be selfish, not to say, I had this great idea and I'm going to turn my world upside down now because, God spoke to me. God may have spoken to me. But what I also know is that whatever it is that lands in that bolt of knowing inside me, if that's really what I need to do and be, if it's that dramatic and that big, it's going to be much more than a bolt of knowing. I will know, and I will know, and I will know, and it will continue to draw me and to speak to me and be really, really clear. It won't just be something that goes, wow, this is an amazing idea, and then you look and think, really? And by the way, I remember something, just come back to me. I remember this. I had one of those moments about someone, when I was 19. And, I was so unaware at the time. And I thought God was speaking to me. Except believe surrender as you do when you're young and no one's talked to you about anything. It was a really bad idea. Was a really bad idea. And my body was telling me all kinds of things, but I didn't know. I didn't understand what my body was telling me because I just thought life was hard and you were always going to find it difficult and people were always going to be uncomfortable and unpleasant and scary. And, I just thought that was normal. So to actually listen to yourself and your truth, and you keep your brain on, but you also keep your heart on. You also keep your soul on. It's this dance between the two. And I was just so stuck in what I was programmed to do and be that nothing else occurred to me for so long. So I just trailed through life having shit dumped on me. Because that was normal. It was what happened. But this was always, leading me. And I had a really functional intuition, I did. I was 21. There was a part of me that says, screw this. There's got to be something better than just suffering through life and then getting a reward after you've died. Really, come on. I was just like, no, enough. I'm not, and I didn't immediately turn into a complete bitch and start shitting on people, but it just had to change because it was just no longer enough for me. And now, you see, I'm an entirely different person. Now I have, another 30, nearly 4 years experience, longer than that, depending on where you start the count. I'm so tuned to this now. Christine, good morning, honey. I'm so tuned that the information comes, and it often comes to me in my meditations, because of course my conscious mind is out of the way then. It's just, that's what it is now. Oh, okay, that's the next piece in the puzzle. But it's not only when I'm meditating. Things just arrive, I'm musing and something will land and I think, I wonder if it's that. I'll try that. Or, and I've learned to trust these little things. Now, like I say, it doesn't mean that if I have some insight, some inspiration, something that lands, I'm going to immediately completely turn my life upside down. I'm always going to sit with it and wait. Something has to completely kind of grow in me and bloom and seed and be ripe and really be known as, this is, if it's big, I'm not just going to do it on an impulse. But it comes from this knowing. And when I can get the old programs, when I can dissolve those, get them out of the way, it's a lot easier to hear this. Hear, feel, sense, taste, smell, perceive, experience, sense what it is that my heart, my soul, my body, my unconscious, my subconscious, the part of me that is beyond the thinking brain. Morning, Kellyanne! That it knows. Because increasingly, because I'm much more connected to the unified field now, the unified field doesn't have to get a huge megaphone and turn it up to 500 million decibels to get through to me anymore. I'm more connected all day. I still lose the plot when I say all day. I'm more connected most of the day. Sometimes I'm really not connected. But this is the part that leads you true. It really will. You just got to listen. And I have a lovely friend who, she's written to me, and she's, I have this little voice that talks, and it said to me, a while ago, I should have done this, and I didn't because I thought it was, she didn't pay attention, and it was a really bad thing that she didn't pay attention. And more recently, the little voice has been talking, she's been listening, and amazing stuff is happening. Now, she, like me, is doing the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza because it heals your brain, it heals your body. It's not for everybody. You have to apply yourself. But, oh, my God, it makes this kind of stuff so much easier to happen. And we're both seeing incredible synchronicities. Amazing synchronicities. Stuff literally coming out of nowhere. I just had it happen yesterday. I'm still a little bit gobsmacked. I manifested myself a new lounge suite. Not only have I manifested the new lounge suite, it's going to be delivered. I've been thinking mildly for the last year or so, it'd be nice to have new sofas. Too much trouble, too much time. Don't want to even invest the energy into it. Here it is. There you go. Stuff just arrives. It really can. It really does. To get into that kind of flow, I've had to really stop being the kind of person I have to work hard. I have to go and look and find one that's... And here's the thing. I looked at it. It's on its side. It's in someone's garage and I want the space. It's even wrapped up in plastic. I just looked at it and I thought, it's the right size. It's the right colour. Yeah. And it was that fast. I just saw the pictures and thought, free to a good home. And it's been wrapped up. It's beautiful, and I know the people it's coming from. It'll be beautiful condition, and there it is, just right size. It'll fit. I'm in gobsmack overload now. And in my awareness, the universe is just laughing at me, saying, "See, this is how it works for you now. More and more and more, you're going to see this. You're going to experience this kind of thing happening." And, you think you have to work really hard to write a business case for the thing you want to do. And it's like, no. I've got it all organised. It's not even your mission. It's my mission. All you've got to do is let me live it in you. Oh, not even my mission now. No. Life just wants to live through me. Is that it? So, wow, that's what I'm doing now. Getting used to doing, getting better at doing. Just step out of the way and let life live in me. Whoa. So, trusting this, listening, paying attention, letting it guide you, but keeping your brain on. It's this tango, head and heart, body and mind. Joe, it's great to see you. Just some time to say hi and bye. Thanks for joining in. I'm going to be back in 3.5 hours to give you an update on our dear Sang Marie Gomez, who's with us at the moment, but it'll be midnight when I'm back. Give you an update what's been happening in the Gambia. It's been a really big week. So, if you can join us, awesome. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Big love. Bye-bye.